Bro, what did you do to my truck? What are you doing back here?
I need the scrap money.
Alright guys, so we decided instead of cleaning up all the frame rails and spending a bunch of time on it, we're just going to cut them off and use some 2x3 because gray area racing, that's all I got really. The rules say no round tube, it's not round. So TJ got all the old motor plate stuff, we're redoing all that, so he cut all that stuff off. Got the mid plate mounts cut off, transmission tunnel mounts, and he went ahead and body dropped it. So we had discussed it and I was like, bro, I don't like the way this frame rail looks sticking out of the bottom of this truck. So he went ahead and notched it down, set the cage down in there, so the body actually covers the frame rail. So this thing should look really good when it's actually sitting on the ground. Back here, these are gonna get trimmed off. This will get plated, then we're gonna mount the frame rail. He's gonna mount the frame rails inside of here and start attaching things from there. Getting the rear end kind of set up square, that way we can set the center section in and he can get the center line and all that, set the pinion angle, that way when he gets the motor in, everything will be kind of in line where he needs it to be. That way everything has the right angle, that way we can get all the traction. How much did you say that back half weighed there? Probably like 400 pounds. Dude, the thing is
man,
heavy.
I had to wrestle that thing out, and I mean, maybe not quite 400, but it felt like 400.
Yeah.
It was heavy.
Dude, it's heavy. Look at this. He just cut the whole thing off. So I'm gonna get a new anti-roll bar. But look at the whole section. I mean, this thing is heavy. Like, it's gotta weigh every bit of 250, I'd say at least. So that'll save us some weight. Hopefully it doesn't affect too much traction, because I need a little weight over the rear, but at least cutting it out of there, if I need to add some weight back there, I can just place weight bars and make it nice and level and even.
Yeah, you still have plenty of weight, and when you do stuff like this, then you can put the weight where you want it.
Exactly. That's why we're trying to make a full-size truck light, which is probably kind of like counterproductive, but you know, whatever. Yeah, let's race a truck. What you thinking? What are we doing in here?
Not much, just trying to get all the heights figured out. Get the pinion height.
I think I'm more excited about seeing it with the body drop than like a lot of things.
Well, yeah, because looking cool's most
well, yeah,
important,
with
right?
the wheels that I got and just it sitting down low like that, dude. It's
no, this thing's gonna be low. So the way I have it set up right now, at ride height, your bottom of your cab's gonna be 5 inches off the ground. So
that's what's up.
You're gonna be able to lean onto your truck. So should be low. She ought to work good.
Low and hopefully not
and
slow.
Functional. Yeah,
I just want this thing to work everywhere. It worked really well before, the way we had everything set up in it. I never really had a traction issue unless I got like super aggressive or we're on like a marginal track, which is kind of tricky trying to learn and tuning around and stuff like that. But hopefully with the way we're gonna have it set up right now, it'll pretty much be able to get down anywhere. It is still gonna be ladder bar. We're not gonna 4-link it yet. I may do it at some point. I like ladder bars, dude. They're easy and you just kind of like set them up and go. It's a lot nicer than, oh, let me go make a bar change because something's not working. I can just make small adjustments and it'll work, or shock adjustments, and get it to go down wherever I'm at.
Back has to still go down like 1/4 of an inch. I'm still high 1/4 inch in the back, so I got to drop the back down a little bit more, and then that'll put the bottom bar pretty close to where this bar will end up. So I'm thinking about running bar here with the drop, and then another bar up here, and then that way I've got that whole span where I can put our because we're kind of doing a non-conventional back half
So yeah.
But that way, rather than getting some massive, 2x6 or whatever to go across, make a cross member, I'll do it out of round tube, and then it'll give me, I can put our rear frame rails at the distance, the spread that I want.
Yeah.
And it'll just be kind of a cleaner way of doing it, I think.
Yeah, it'll look good. Basically, he's gonna set them in a little bit, and if you guys kind of see like where the actual ladder bar mount versus the frame rail mount, they're not as wide, which is how it's set up before, but we had like a bar attached to the bottom of the frame rail. If you've seen the other video, you kind of saw that. and it probably wasn't the strongest thing, so we're just gonna, he's gonna attach it to the inner side, and they'll kind of go almost straight into the frame rail, and then the way they'll be set up, we can almost mount the shock underneath of it. That way we can get all the extension and all the travel we need, because
yeah, it was strong before, but we'll be able to have a little bit more adjustability.
Yeah, that too.
We're gonna we'll set it up at the height off of, you know, off
all the
ground
driveline
level
angle and all that. Yeah,
so we can
get some
set
hit in the tire.
Our point of intersection and everything where we want it for what we're doing.
Yeah. Get this thing to get all the separation. If y'all watch radio cars, and you can see they get a lot of separation. So we have a good shock on it right now. I'm sure they'll need to be upgraded once we really start getting after it, but that'll be part of the testing process, getting it out, getting it running, and kind of seeing what's going on. But I got a bunch of stuff back at my shop I want to show you guys. We got some optic armor for the back. We got the new doors. What else do I got? I got the bumper, and I got all the wiring stuff finally. That stuff's pretty cool. That came from Race Wire Solutions, and Brian did a fantastic job on that stuff. So I want to show you guys that. That stuff was very, very high quality stuff. All right, so that's probably gonna do it on that. He's been busy. He's got lots of cars in here. Just had a new baby, so he's staying busy.
Yeah, I've been busy.
This thing,
to get stuff out.
This thing's coming out really nice. Them headers though. Whew. I should have built me a blower motor. You can build me some fancy headers.
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, I like turbos. I like blowers too, but that's a crazy fuel cell mount. How fun is it built, like trying to bend all that aluminum like that and keep it smooth?
It's about as much fun as you can have with your clothes on.
Yeah, this thing's coming out really nice. It's got all his mounts done for a Lexan, so it'll be flush mounted. It looks really good.
Fiberglass the doors and everything.
Yeah, you guys had to redo a lot of stuff here, didn't you?
Cut the top of the doors off, refiberglass them, and then make new flanges that go on.
That way you can flush mount that too.
Mount the Lexan, put the lip where we need it to have it all flush mount on the side. So
hell yeah.
Back here too. Finish work. And then it'll get a little bit of body and some primer and ready for the door.
That thing up there.
That's just hideous.
Yeah, but it has one cool feature in it. I don't know if you guys can see this, but they put a dang Hellcat motor in this truck. Yeah, you can't really tell what it is with it up there, but yeah, that thing should be pretty fun. What's he gonna do with it? It's like an off-road deal, or?
I don't know. The guy lives in Colorado and he needs a set of headers built for his Hellcat Ram 1500. So I'm gonna build him a set of headers, and what he does with it after that, that's on him.
That thing's probably pretty fun.
Yeah.
I imagine, especially if they take it off-road, boy.
Ain't pretty, but
yeah,
whatever.
Pretty fast. All right, guys, we're gonna head to my shop and check out what we got for this truck. All right, guys, we made it back to the shop. Show y'all a little bit of what we got for the work truck here. We got some GTS fiberglass doors. They weigh all of like 5 pounds. We got a GTS fiberglass front bumper, so no more steel bumper on that. They do make a one-piece front end, but I kind of don't want to deal with that. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of body work to make it fit right and look right and all that. And then every time I want to work on it, I got to take the whole front end off, which is kind of a task by yourself. So I didn't want to do that. I do have a fiberglass hood. That's the only bit of fiberglass I got. Hood, bumper, and doors. Everything else is going to be all steel. We got our axles from ART, some strange 40 spline gun drill lightened axles. Just waiting on the center section to get here. We got a strange Ultra Pro case, big spline deal. Should be good for lots of power. And then we got our Race Wire Solutions wiring stuff. So let me unbox this real quick. What the heck? The box is empty. I'm just playing. So this is all the Race Wire Solutions stuff. If you guys check out their website, racewiresolutions.com. I believe. I can double check. I'll leave a link down in the description. But basically this is their X275 kit. So it comes with pretty much everything you need to wire the entire truck. The only thing that's not really included in this is my Holley stuff, but when you order it, you kind of tell them what EFI system you're gonna run. So I have Holley, Dominator, and I got all my inputs and outputs, whatever I need. It's gonna be attached to this board, and then there's a relay panel right here. So this has all your relays, all your fuses, and then my outputs, the Holley EFI stuff, and then this is the switch panel. I got my dump valve relay, my trans brake relay, and my smart coil relay all on the same board. This is the switch panel, so I got the billet deal that mounts to the roll bar. And whenever you order, you can customize your switches depending on how many switches you want. I'm not gonna run alcohol, or I'm sorry, I'm running alcohol. I'm not running any water in it right now. I have it kind of set up so that if I change my mind later on, I want to do like drag week or something like that, I can put water to it, and I'll just use one of these auxiliary switches to do that. But we got this will turn the truck on, kind of like your ignition or whatever, Holley EFI starter. I'm going to turn my boost controller on after I've done my burnout. That way we're not hanging rods out in the burnout box. And then that way this right here will turn on my data logger. That way I don't have to have somebody behind the car. So after I do my burnout, boom, boost controller, data logger. This is our parking lights, headlights, and then this is an auxiliary. And then underneath we have dome lights. So I can see inside the truck when it's dark out. This is all the wiring. Comes with nice Canon plugs on it. Everything's really, really nice. So all these are the wires to hook up to your inputs and outputs for the Holley. We got power, ground, don't know what that wire is. I went ahead and ordered this part from them. So basically what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna unterminate my Holley harness, and I'm gonna run it to this plug, which will be on the firewall. And then that way, if I need to pull a motor out or something like that, I can just unscrew that, throw it on top of the motor, rip the motor out real quick. I don't have to deal with a bunch of fancy wire and stuff like that. I got this little piece here so I can run my power and ground cleanly. And then these right here for our EGTs. So I'll have 8 individual EGTs. They'll hook up to that. These go on the firewall. And they even send you like a wiring, kind of like diagram schematic deal. All your wireless, what wires go where, what relays go where. Everything you need to know for the whole harness, the relay board, everything is on here. So these are your instructions. Tells you where all the wires go. And it's a very comprehensive wiring kit. So I actually just stumbled across this, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and do that. And Brian's been real easy to work with and get everything taken care of. So thank you, Brian Black. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to getting this in the truck, getting everything wired. Got Old Faithful sitting back there, so I'm gonna clean that harness up because it looks like doo-doo. So we'll get this harness all cleaned up, ready to go in the truck, unterminate everything, and then that way everything will look really, really nice. Everything will be really, really functional. I won't have to chase anything. I've had a real bad habit in the past of, oh, I'll go back and fix that later. I'm not doing that this time. I'm gonna make sure everything's done before the truck ever goes out. That way, I don't have anything to worry about. So I got transmissions coming. Ordered that from FTI. We got their 5.5 level 5.5, I think, power glide with the dump valve and all that stuff. The only thing I need to get still is the converter. I usually use PTC for that. I might switch it up this time. We'll see. But other than that, yeah, just got to get the chassis work done, get everything done there, and start wiring it, start getting the motor in, get everything plumbed, which should be pretty simple because all the fuel system's in the front. But yeah, it's coming along. I'm excited. I'm ready to get out there and make some passes. And it's been a while, so I'm ready. But that's gonna be it. If you guys haven't, go check out nkpcalibrations.com. Pick you up a t-shirt. I just got a fresh batch in, so I'm gonna be shipping out. There's been a few of you guys been waiting on triple X's, so those will be coming. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys subscribing. It helps the channel, and it helps me, because you know we're kind of jobless now. I'm just kidding. We're tuning every day, and I thought it was gonna be a lot easier. You know what I mean? I think it's more stressful now that I'm doing this all day, every day. But I love it. So I appreciate you guys watching. You guys pushed me to do this, and yeah, we'll see you in the next episode.